Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Actually, I wish we could do a little bit of sitting and waiting at the moment. The world just seems to be powering on at a dizzying rate at the moment. And here's a man who I'm sure can help us make sense of it all. The Mayor of the Horowhenua, Bernie Wanden. Good morning to you, sir.
Obviously no pressure on me at all.
Not at all, not at all. We live in extraordinary times, don't we, Bernie? I can't remember anything like it ever.
No, I can't either, and I think the word unprecedented is being spread around a lot at the moment.
And I think quite justified. It seems as if we haven't seen anything like this on the globe since 1918. And one of the things that has been on my mind is back in 1918, people were more self-sufficient. They had bigger gardens, the Kiwi quarter acre and all that sort of thing. They knew how to look after themselves. And I've got a feeling that many of us have become much more dependent on the infrastructure that has been built up over the years and which is beginning to show strain. So that possibly means we've got some social issues to deal to as well.
Oh, look, I couldn't agree more. We need to become a little bit more resilient in how we look after ourselves and how we plan and organise ourselves. I think we have got a bit complacent in terms of those sorts of things. And things like that we are experiencing at the moment do send a message that we just need to actually sort of plan properly and expect the unexpected these days. I mean, unfortunately, the norms are no longer the norm.
Not normal. No, you're dead right. So does this, the virus, the COVID-19, has that affected your planning and, in fact, your operations, your delivery at the Horowhenua District Council so far?
Look, only in terms of making sure that we've got our plans in place to be able to continue. I think we've got a responsibility as a council to ensure that we carry on business as usual as much as possible. We have to give certainty to our suppliers and our contractors and all those that we are going to continue to spend money and invest in the community as much as anything. I mean, I think the economic impact is, going to be around for some time. We just make sure that we have to have people safe, that they're caring for each other, that they're, obviously looking after the elderly and those that are a bit more vulnerable than others. And we are trying to do that as much as we can.
The point you make about the economic dimension is really important. I imagine that the Horowhenua District Council would be one of the biggest spenders in the area. Would that be correct?
That would be very much correct. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the business is quite large. All the roading, the drainage, the pipes, the parks and reserves, the libraries, the aquatic centres, they're all contribute very much to the economic the benefit of the community.
Yes, and we can only just hang on and see how we get through this. We will get through it, there's absolutely no doubt about that. And when the economic recovery comes, I suspect it's going to be quite strong. But we've got to button down the hatches in the meantime. And in the meantime, I see that decisions are being made. The Kai Culture and Colours Fiesta has been cancelled, I believe.
Yes, look, there's a number of events and activities that have been cancelled. My calendar from Monday basically is empty now.
Wow.
There's a number of events and meetings that have had to be cancelled. And I think for the next few weeks that will be the case until we understand sort of how this is going to evolve a bit. I'm hoping that, after a couple of weeks of self-isolation for those people from overseas, that we'll understand how quickly this is going to grow and we might be able to make some adjustments accordingly.
Indeed. Now, you mentioned planning. The annual plan, I believe, is almost out for consultation.
It is. So we've had quite a number of briefings and talks about where we're looking at financially and the topics that we want to talk about. So tomorrow we're going to adopt the annual plan draft consultation document, and it will go out to the public next week. So this is the third year of our long-term plan. We've got a long-term plan again next year. So this is like a bit of an interim measure just to keep things going. But there are a couple of things that we want some feedback on the public from.
And what are they?
Specifically, we're talking about a new splash pad.
Oh.
I don't know whether you know what a splash pad is, but it's one of those water features that kids can play, and it's a great activity for safe and things. So we're thinking about putting one of those into our old Jubilee Park, which has already got a paddling pool in it, but we want to sort of make this a 2020 type of feature, and we're looking forward to seeing the response from the public.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, a splash pad, why not? And
Why not?
What else?
Look, there's not a huge amount of individual topics that are out there. You might have seen a press release we did around the development of Kowhai and Donnelly Park. We're also looking for some feedback on just some of the other issues around where we're heading and what we're doing and things like that. Look, it is a basis and a foundation to think about the long-term plan, which we expect to be, the big projects and the big renewals and the big replacements of our infrastructure and things like that. But so it's still an important feature of the year, though.
Absolutely. So public input welcomed for this kind of exercise, I should imagine. You mentioned Donnelly and Kowhai parks. I imagine they're two of the most popular open spaces in the Horowhenua.
Definitely. Donnelly Park is probably one of the best parks in the lower half of North Island. I mean, with cricket, football, hockey, and other sports that can, the BMX track and everything like that. It is a multi-use park. It's got a fantastic surface, and we're very fortunate to have parks like that. Kowhai Park, of course, where the dog park is and things like that, again, is well known in this part of the world for being so good.
It seems to be a very open-ended press statement. It basically said that you're seeking input because it is timely to future-proof the two parks. Have you got anything in mind? And I'm just intrigued by the future-proof part of that.
Well, I think, we have a responsibility to provide the best facilities and amenities that we can. So there's always that dilemma in terms of how much we invest as to what the community expects and wants. But look, there is no doubt that things like the cricket, for example, have made huge investments down there to try and make it a first-class ground. And, the football fields and the hockey turf are along the same line.
Indeed. So this is the time once again to put forward your views, and this is the early stage of the consultation. There's not a paper put out that people can react to. You're looking at that early stage of what to put in the paper, as I understand. Is that correct?
No. For the development of Kowhai and Donnelly Park, yes, that is correct. We are looking for the early stages.
Yes,
of that.
right. Yes.
As for the annual plan, there will be a document out next week.
Indeed. Look forward to talking about that. Bernie, thank you very much, and my very best wishes to you and your diary.
Thank you very much.
All the best to you. Thank you. Bernie Wanden, the Mayor of the Horowhenua.
106.3 Beach FM.